everybody. Welcome to Quickie with Miss B. Thanks for joining us for another week. Today is that Monday. Blah.
You're having a little trouble there, aren't you? Got a lot of things you want to say right now, but you can't say them, can you? Huh? Can't say them, can you?
I'm coming up short.
Her new nickname, a little bit.
Anyways, all this week we're going to talk about those aha moments. Today we're going to talk about after the fact. You know, you've always had those moments where you realize after the fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had some fun ones where I've done like I did flooring once. I'm doing flooring right now, so it leads me to remember the flooring. I did flooring once, and oh my gosh, I had so much trouble with it and all that. And it was my dad who walked up and was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm trying to put this in." He's like, "Oh, okay. You see the little line right there?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, put a pencil underneath the line, yeah, and press down on both sides." I did it and it snapped on the line. I was like, "Oh, all right." I've been carrying each piece, Christine. Carried each piece all the way across the yard to the shop. The table saw was on the other side of the property. Each piece, because my table saw is 8 feet long.
Yeah.
So it's not like you just go, you know what I'm going to do? I'll just haul it up to. Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
No.
So I didn't have a portable, so I have to walk all the way across. Now imagine a big yard. In your neck of the woods is probably, if I said, half a block. Mm-hmm. Walk half a block with one piece, cut it, walk all. You can't measure them all because as you're putting things together, this is a house that's all out of square, so everything changes. Each one's different, and you got to have the next one in before you can measure the next piece. Yeah. So I'm doing this with all of them. It's been going on for days, Christine. Days. All right. My father's like, "That's that Armstrong floor, isn't it?" "Yeah. I thought that stuff had a little serration to it." You're like, "It does." "Well, what are you doing?" "You gotta take it down and get the saw." No, look. And there's all these lines on this. It was a weird one they had for a while that you could just snap it. And it would break on the line. And I'm like, You score it and you break it on the line. I'm like, what is this magic thing? Are you kidding? Total aha moment. I had just wasted probably 3 days doing this floor. Carrying each stick. I've had several of those special little aha moments.
Mm-hmm.
I worked on a generator. I got a generator as a gift, and it had an on-off switch on it. I didn't know about it. Normally, when you have one, it's a knob on the top that you turn. It says run, stop. Mm-hmm. This one was underneath the generator, and it's like a rocker switch. So you push it and it goes one direction, or you push it and it goes the other. It wasn't a knob. I didn't know it was there. Tried to start it, nothing would work, Christine. I'm spraying starting fluid into this thing. Now everything starts with starting fluid for a second. Nope, nothing. I'm taking a spark. I can't get a spark. So now I'm taking the whole thing apart. And I'm cleaning the magneto where it's a magnet that goes by, and I understand how that works, and it goes by and it creates the spark. I'm cleaning that now. It's mint clean. There's nothing to clean there. I'm like, what? This doesn't make sense if that's perfect. And the spark plug, I replaced the spark plug brand new. Had to solder on a new wire to the magneto. I had everything done. It was all perfect. Still won't run. I call the guy. I'm so upset, Christine. He comes over. I'm like, what is the deal, man? You said you started it and you ran it before you sold it to me. He's like, I did. I had to replace this, replace this, replace this, replace this, replace this. Still doesn't run. There's no reason this doesn't run. He's like, well, let's go through the steps. Where's the paper? I said, what paper? I gave you a paper. I don't know where the paper. What paper? The paper. I gave you a paper. You gave me the money. I said, oh, you gave me that little sheet of whatever. I don't know where that is. He goes, well, the steps for starting it were on that. Well, I know how to start it. I know how. Look, fuel's on. Okay, I primed it. I'm pulling it. He goes, you didn't turn a switch on. There is no switch. He reaches up underneath, turns switch on. Right there. I'm like,
uh-huh.
it said on the paper, John, switch is in a weird place underneath the generator. Don't know why. I'm like, you mean to tell me I just bought a generator for $300 and then spent $120 to repair the generator that didn't require the $120 in repairs? Wasn't my fault. You didn't read the paper, John.
Guys never read instructions ever.
But no, think about it. No, and I'm with you. It's true. Guys never read instructions. So why would another guy write a guy instructions? Why? Why wouldn't you walk out there and say, "Oh yeah, this is in a weird place," so you know it's up underneath? Cool beans. Thanks an awful lot. Appreciate it. Love you, man. Instead, a dude writes another dude directions. You know I'm not gonna read the directions. He knew that. Why? And every time I get directions, I always laugh and go, woman wrote those. Yeah, of course a woman wrote them. A man would have went, look at the pictures. You can figure it out. Does it look crooked? Yeah. Does it look crooked in the pictures? No. Then you did something wrong. That's how it works. No guy writes another guy a page of directions. That's stupid. There. I'm going to get off my soapbox. And to you, Mr. Daniel, writer of directions.
And on that note, let's go look at the pictures. Back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to a Quickie with Miss B. Yeah.
Where men don't write other men directions.
I still just can't get over that one. If you want to know what we're talking about and you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. And as always, thank you very much for listening.
And if you agree that the other person was right, please mail your man card to Ms. Bomey. Care of me.
Oh, that's just way too funny. Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know if mine are as funny, but I got two little short stories. First one was we were out in a restaurant when I was, this was many years ago. Well, we probably were 10, maybe 15 years out of high school. You know, you still kind of bump into people from time to time. So this guy comes up to me and he, hi, how are you? It's so good to see you and blah, blah, blah. And we're carrying on this conversation. And I'm like, yeah, you too. I'm just trying to go with it. Because the whole entire time that he's standing there talking to me, I have no idea who he is. But I'm trying to play this off.
First mistake.
And I was doing okay for a while.
Second mistake.
Then I got tripped up. During the conversation that was taking place. And finally he says, you don't recognize me, do you? And finally I had to come clean. And I said, no, I don't know who the hell you are. And then he proceeded to tell me who he was, which was a person that I didn't know very well in high school, but knew of that person.
Yeah.
And I still didn't get it. I just said, okay, and finished the conversation. Walked away with one of my friends, and she says, you really don't know who the hell that was? I said, no. And then when she told me what this person had done when we were in high school, then it all made sense.
Oh, what did they
It
do?
was my aha moment.
What did they do?
Well, this was kind of funny. I think this was, when we were back in high school. My friend and him worked together at a restaurant. And the restaurant was open 24 hours. So, late at night, you always get the crazy drunk people that act obnoxious and stuff. So there was this one Friday or Saturday night that both her and this guy were working. And the manager was trying to get this drunk person to calm down because he was just getting really loud and obnoxious and kind of starting getting out of control. And so he started to come after the manager like he was going to physically punch her or hit her or do something. Well, you know those windows that you have to pass the food through? Yep. They're not very big, right?
No.
He crawled through that window, jumped down, and came to where the manager and the customer were having this altercation, if you will, and tackled the customer.
Okay.
Then I went, aha, now I know who you're talking about.
Oh, I remember the wing nut. Yes.
Yeah.
You're the dude that crewed through the window at the restaurant and tackled the drunk guy. I remember you.
Yeah, he was cooking and my friend was the waitress. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. And my second aha moment, me and Wendy.
Uh-oh.
Picture it. We're in Vegas.
Now, for all those who don't know, okay, I can tell you where you can go learn a little about Wendy. You can learn about Wendy online. All right. You just go back in the shows till you find Girls' Night.
Yep.
And you listen to that. You learn about several people. You learn about Pam. You learn about Wendy. You learn a little about Diane.
My aunt.
Yeah. And then you learn, wait a minute, these are all family. Wait, psycho!
Yep. So it was one of the years we went to it. They had when they were still doing back in the day the VHN.
Whoa! What was that? You just wow!
I'm trying to tell a story. No, I'm not.
That was diarrhea. You just right there on the you were like, okay, well, so then and then it was whoa. So and then wow, yeah. What did you say?
My mouth can keep up.
What was that?
My thoughts out loud? I don't know.
That was a thought? I'll never have one of those again.
Anyways, I try to tell the story. So, we're walking through the casino to go back to our hotel room. And as we're walking through the casino, I noticed this guy sitting outside of one of the restaurants. I think it was, I don't remember what the name of it was. But he was sitting outside there, and he's texting. And I'm staring at this guy. And I'm trying to figure out, who is this guy and where do I know him from? So I said to Wendy, I'm like, check that guy out over there. Doesn't he look familiar? And she's like, yeah, he looks really familiar. So now both of us are staring at him and he's texting away on his phone and he keeps looking up at us like, don't you dare come over here. No, don't come over kind of look. So we finish walking through the casino. We're almost to our hotel room. And then it dawns on me. You know who the dude was?
Who?
Paul Stanley from Kiss. It took me that long.
Wow. If you're going to screw up recognizing somebody You don't want it to be Paul Stanley from Kiss. You had a shot. It was just you and Wendy and him. It wasn't like he was in a mob scene. The shot at getting a signature on your shirt was that close. That close.
Yep. And that was a fail.
I would love to say I have something other than disappointment for you in that story, but no, that's pretty much what I got. Disappointment. Yeah.
So did we.
If you ever wonder what the definition of "you mucked," that's an M, you mucked that up is, that is the definition. That's textbook.
Yeah.
I'm 9 feet from Paul Stanley, and I'm going to blow this.
No, I just decided to stare at him like some weird stalker.
Yep.
At least that's what he thought.
He's texting. If I go down, this is a picture of the girls who did it. Lifts the phone up, takes a picture, please. Call 911 if I stop texting.
And on that note, I have nothing further.